We've walked through symbols of hidden power and the sanctuaries of initiation. Now we've reached one of the Spirit Prism Matrix's deepest arteries, the place where energy becomes money. Behind me is the Palais Brongniart, the former Paris Stock Exchange. To most, it's just a historic financial building. To the trained eye, it's a temple of transmutation. This is where the life force of human labor, time and suffering and belief is turned into numbers, contracts, and debt. This is where the invisible rulers harvest and redistribute the world's wealth while the masses sleep. Look at the architecture. It's just another temple facade. The same columns, the same sacred geometry. They don't build banks and exchanges like this by accident, do you see? These are altars of money magic, sanctuaries where your energy is converted into their power and wealth. People think financial systems are neutral. They're not. They're rituals in motion. They're coded with symbols, language, and currents designed to lock you into a pattern of scarcity and dependence. That's why no matter how hard most work, they stay in the same loop. Because the loop itself is the ritual. But here's what they never tell you. The same system that extracts your life force can also be reversed. The same grid that drains you can be tapped by you. And if you know how to align your energy, your intent, and your actions with the hidden architecture, you can flip the current. You can make the Spirit Prism Matrix feed you instead of you feeding it. That's why my work is so dangerous to them, because I'm not just describing their machinery. I'm showing you how to control it. I'm here to empower you to step out of the slave pattern and into financial sovereignty. Not through wishful thinking, but through a precise method of working with the currents they've been hiding for centuries, even millennia. In the next segment of this video, I will show you exactly how places like this function as energy extraction nodes for the Spirit Prism Matrix, and how magicians throughout history have used these very currents to empower themselves. And soon, for the first time, I'm opening a private training for those ready to stop being batteries and start becoming conductors of the hidden flow themselves. This training will show you how to rewire your own connection to the planetary money grid, how to attract resources, influence, power, and freedom directly from the Spirit Prism Matrix they built. It's not for everyone, it's for the few who are done playing small. Now, if you feel that pull, stay close, because the next steps in this journey will change how you see money, power, and your own potential. And that forever. Observe the halls of exchange, the pulse of collective belief. Here, value is not measured in coins or contracts. Value is attention made tangible, belief made physical, desire crystallized. See, the Spirit Prism Matrix in this node draws energy from expectation, from aspiration, from the collective heartbeat of a population unaware of the currents they feed. But what it collects, the awakened can reclaim. Every transaction, every fluctuation, every symbol of wealth is energy. Energy can be harvested, but also reversed. The rhythm is simple, yet profound. Desire leads to attention. Attention fuels energy. Energy manifests as material expression. The Spirit Prism Matrix thrives when this flow is unobserved, uncontrolled, and unconscious. But once observed, once acknowledged, it can be redirected. You become the channel through which value, energy, and attention flow, not outward to feed the system, but inward to empower the liberated self. Understand this. Money, value, attention, these are symbolic currencies of consciousness. The matrix, the Spirit Prism matrix, teaches attachment, fear, and expectation. The awakened transforms these into tools. Every transaction, every desire, every act of focus becomes a conscious choice, a pulse of energy reclaimed. The building is not a prison, it is a conduit whose currents, once mapped, become the pathways of sovereignty. The halls themselves are designed to amplify perception, focus, and desire. Observe the arches, the columns, the symmetry. Notice how attention moves along these lines, how energy is guided by architecture. The awakened mind can trace these lines, redirecting the currents to the center of awareness, where they become a source of power rather than containment. In this node, as in all others, the matrix thrives on subtlety. It does not need force, it only needs distraction, misalignment, habitual attention flowing outward. But you, conscious, aware, deliberate, can reverse the flow. Every heartbeat becomes a transaction of energy. Every moment of focus becomes an opportunity to transform the currents from containment into liberation. The key, once again, is awareness combined with intention. Observe, redirect, illuminate. Transform the pulse. What once bound becomes the source of freedom, the collective heartbeat. Once harvested becomes the liberated current of sovereign attention. This is the path of power, the path of mastery, the path of the liberated mind.